Hi everyone, welcome back to the Maz channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just before we get into this video, I just want to do a little disclaimer. This is a ghost hunting video, so it might not be for everyone. Also, it does involve looking around disused railway lines. Now, these railway lines were most definitely disused. We knew that before we went. They were fenced off. There was no way any trains could get down them. I just want to say that with this video, we are not advocating messing around on railway lines that are used. So please do stay safe and, you know, don't do anything similar on railway lines that are in use. So I just wanted to say that before we start, to make that very clear. Also, not much happened, paranormally speaking, in this video, being honest. We did get a couple of strange EVPs and some relevant responses on an app though, but it is still well worth a watch. It's a brilliant urban explorer. I found it so fascinating going around this site. We did visit another location, a smaller one, which we did have more luck with and more activity, so please do stay tuned for another video on that. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Maz channel. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to do another Halloween special video today. And
we're
today,
going on a ghost hunt, aren't we, today?
Yeah, it's a ghost hunt today, so
Both really excited, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to eat first because we're starving, and bought a nice packed lunch and a flask. But we've come to a place that houses a lot of old trains and train memorabilia and transport memorabilia, basically. There's a lot of old things here. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any ghosts. There's no particular stories around it. But because it houses such a lot of really old transport, we thought that there might be, you know, a few ghosts around, didn't we?
Well, sometimes it can be, you know, things can be attached, can't they? Spirits can be attached to objects that, you know, they were associated with in life, and sometimes you do get, you know, paranormal activity around those particular objects.
Exactly.
Know. So because this is a transport museum, you know, we might get some ghosts of the passengers or some sort of communication.
Yeah.
You know, we've brought a few things with us, haven't we?
Yeah, we've brought some equipment with us.
We haven't got everything with us today.
No,
because, you know,
we couldn't get some of the things.
This is, you know, it's a public sort of place, isn't it? It's quite a few people here, so to bring absolutely every piece of equipment out today is just not really feasible, you know.
No. We'll tell you a bit more about it when we get to the actual place itself. So we're just going to get something to eat now and see you in a minute. Right, so we've just arrived. This is the place with all of the old trains. It's absolutely amazing. So we're just having a little walk around first, just to decide what we're going to do and what we're going to investigate. So just over there we found an old train platform. So it's just the other side of those trains there. There's a platform that goes all the way along. I think we might do some EVPs maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That's what we planned to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We found a way to get over onto the platform and we'll have a walk down that way.
Yeah, so maybe some EVPs by the driver's cab, and then some more by the train carriages. So EVP is electronic voice phenomena, if you're not familiar with that. And you've got a little machine, haven't you?
I do. I've got an EVP recorder, so that we'll try and ask some questions and see if we can get some spirit voices come through. So sometimes you know, you might get some come through on there.
It works on white noise, so it produces like a hissing sound, almost like a radio. And then the theory is that ghosts can manipulate that and communicate
pick out
through
voices through it.
Yeah.
Through the static.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We might be able to get some ghosts of some passengers on there, or some driver
so.
might come through.
That'd be brilliant. Looking round here, this is just amazing. There's a Victorian steam engine here. Like we're literally right on the tracks in front of it. So yeah, this is that. So I'll just take you around it. It's just absolutely immense.
Yeah, the size of it, it's huge, isn't
yeah,
it? It's probably
just
about
don't realise.
2-3 times our size in height.
And the smell of the oil.
You can still smell the diesel, can't you?
Yeah.
And the oil.
The size of the wheels, I mean, that alone are about 3 times my width.
Yeah, they're up to about our shoulders, you know, the size of the wheels, aren't they?
Yeah, it's quite intimidating actually. Kind of walking down here. I've got this silly fear that one of them is going to start up.
What's the age of this one, Annie, do you think?
I really don't know. God knows, it's got to be from 1800s, has it?
Yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, you could almost get up in there, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could do.
I don't know whether you're actually allowed to, but that's the cab. There's steps, kind of steps here. It's a bit kind of difficult though, isn't it?
Just see if you can get up.
I don't know, don't hurt yourself, Jay. You're more nimble than I am. So I give you the camera?
Alright, so I just climbed up into the top of this this really old steam train here. So I just got a bit of footage of what it's like in the cab.
Do you want the EVP, Jay? Do you want the EVP recorder?
Okay.
Or like Ghost Tube or something?
I'll get the EVP recorder, baby. I'll see if I can get anything. Right, decided to try and do a bit of an EVP while I'm up here, because it's quite a couple of ladders to get up to the top of here. It's quite high up, isn't it, honey?
I can't get up there.
Right, so let's see if we can get anything. So I'm just going to say if there's any driver who'd like to communicate with us. Right, is there anybody that's in the atmosphere at the moment that would like to speak to us at the moment? Is there any driver that would like to speak to us, or any passengers that could have been aboard this train that would like to send us a message through the... Okay, Hoodie? You alright?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we're just up in the driver's cab at the moment. I've just climbed up and seeing if we can get any footage of what it's like up here in this really old steam train. We've just done a bit of an EVP as well, and what I figured we'd do is do another EVP, and we'll look at these when we get home to see if we get anything, because it's kind of hard to listen to it while you're out here. It's a bit of a windy day, so we're going to see if there's anyone here that used to work on the coal station of the train. Is there anybody here with us today that used to operate the train and feed the coal into the furnace? If you'd like to leave us a message, we'll leave it there and then check on the results later.
Okay, come down, Sunny Jim. Awesome. That was absolutely brilliant. Let's have a little look.
These are the ones.
Yeah. So you can walk all the way down here. We've got some cat balls, which are like cat toys.
Big fan engine.
Yeah.
There,
They're cat toys, and they're balls that are motion activated, so they light up. So we might put a few of those on the floor and ask some questions and just see if we get any movement of those.
Yeah, the way that works is if you ask specific questions, you know, we can get the balls to light up, the spirit can make the balls light up,
Yeah.
you know, to indicate a response.
So this is just one of those EWS kind of goods wagons, isn't it?
Mm.
So the cab is up here.
So there you go, babe. Look, it's got all the details there. Look, max speed, 15 mile per hour, that one.
Wow. I just marvel at the size of them.
Yeah, they're absolutely huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, they're probably 2 to 3 times our size, aren't they, I reckon?
Yeah, in height, yeah. It would have been brilliant actually to come here in the dark. Very, very spooky indeed. Shall we go the other side of these?
Yeah,
a little bit too.
It'll be easier on the other side.
Yeah.
I think it's passenger train, this one, isn't it?
This looks like a passenger train, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to come around the other side.
haulage machinery here, honey.
Yeah.
It says it can lift 45 tons, that one.
That's some sort of a winch.
Yeah.
Then we've got the passenger train on this side. This particular train down the bottom end here is called Deborah, but it's all boarded up.
Yeah, it looks like it would have carried many passengers in its time, wouldn't it, this one?
It does. This is the passenger train going along here.
We've got trains of all eras here.
I know I might be a bit geeky, but I really love this.
Yeah, we've always had an interest in this, haven't we?
I think it's the eeriness that I like.
Well, it's just a lot of history here, isn't
Yeah.
there? So, you know, a lot of people would have used these trains, and you think about all the passengers that have been on them. They all had
Yeah.
their own lives, and
What does that mean? That's not radioactive, is it?
no. But you know what I mean? Everybody who travelled on here would have had a life of their own. wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
exactly.
It's got a lot of history. And
I'm kind of surprised they let people wander around here, really, because it seems a bit dangerous, doesn't it? There's lots of things to trip over. This is an old intercity.
it's like
125.
seats down here, Ollie, some old seats that used to be in the train.
Yeah. Shall we do some ghost tube on here, Jay? Interesting, that almost sounded like a train coming down a track, didn't it?
We did have some noise behind us as soon
Yeah.
as we said that we were going to start doing Ghost Tube.
That's weird, it sounded like metal.
Yeah, so we're listening out at the moment.
Is there anybody around on this train line? What can you tell us about this place? Are there any passengers here that were once on these trains? What about this train here? Anyone who worked here? Is this your train? Is this what you drove?
Is there a driver here that would have drove this train?
Or any workers? How do you feel about us walking around on here? Should we be on here? It's incredibly quiet, that ghost tube. I can't believe that it could be so quiet. Behind, it's just so my Ghost Radar app, which is a different app, has just said behind. So is there someone behind me?
Texas.
Texas, that's
Texas.
interesting.
What about Texas? Is someone from Texas here? What can you tell me about this train yard? Are there any passengers here?
Chose? Did you choose to be a passenger on one of these trains?
What did you choose? What does that mean? There's some more trains through there, look.
Thank you for responding to us. Brought.
Oh, were
Yeah.
you brought here on a train? Were you a passenger on the train, or what?
Became.
So we've had became now. So it's all very vague though, isn't it? You know?
Can you be a bit more specific? Did you used to travel on these trains on a regular basis, going to work or going home?
There's a signal lever here.
Ladder up to that one over there.
Oh yeah.
Look at that train over there, it's got a ladder on it. I wonder if we can get up there on that one.
No. Shall we try the EVP again, Jay? Okay, so we're going to try this EVP recorder again, just here. I'll let you operate that.
So
and we're going to ask a few questions.
Start recording now.
Is there anybody here that would like to communicate with us? Anyone who has travelled on any of these trains? Is there anyone who worked on any of these trains? Either the passenger trains, maybe you were a driver or a passenger?
The wind just started to blow really hard when you asked that, didn't it?
What can you tell us about this place? Can you tell us your name? Why are you here? Oh, I thought I saw someone there and that was weird. So I kind of looked at my camera and then looked over there.
It's very eerie, isn't it, this place?
It is extremely eerie. It's like a train graveyard. What can you tell us about all this rusty old junk here?
There used to be some of the lockers here, but people used to work here.
Wow.
So look, it says here, look, this locker is used by Simon Burge, who is AST Tech. Looks like 1986 or something. Date checked. Yeah, so it's interesting, isn't it? It's for the employee lockers.
That's amazing. That's quite good, isn't it?
Somebody's done that and drawn that themselves, haven't they?
Somebody's quite an artist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? All the workers, storage workers.
Look at the state of this one. God. What is this as well? Is that EVP still going?
Yep.
Can I talk to the driver of this train, please, the B2? Can you give us a name? Oh my God, oh, there's a man over there.
What's that?
It's alright, it's just... Oh my God, just look at... Where was the one with the ladder to it, Jay?
Down that end.
Or was it? Look at this one, it looks like it's Victorian or...
Extremely old Victorian, isn't it? Broken window on that one.
That is really eerie.
Spooky place, isn't
That
it?
is so spooky, yeah. Yeah, there's lots of glass down there. What a shame. Whoa, oh my god. Don't climb on it, it might be rotten.
A lot of glass up there.
Yeah. Shall I give you the camera?
Can have a look if you want. Hang on a minute. Did you get me opening up the door?
Yeah, I think we should definitely try and get something in here. Like just, you know, an EVP or something. Or an SLS. I can't see what I'm filming, I'm very sorry.
It's really handy how we just managed to get open that door, wasn't it?
Okay, so we're going to put one of these motion activated cat balls up here just to see if, you know, we get any movement. We're going to ask some questions and see if it lights up in response. Got to try and keep it still. Is there anybody here that would like to talk to us? If so, could you make that ball move? If you make that ball move, it flashes all different colours. It won't hurt you.
You can press the button on top of the cat ball to activate it. There's a little ball there. If there's anybody who wants to communicate with us, then just make your presence known. If you can make the light shine.
Yeah, make it flash for us.
Yeah, make it light up for us.
I'm going to put another one on the floor.
Yeah. If
Is anyone standing near us now at all? Earlier on we got the word behind. Perhaps someone was behind us.
Yeah, if you were that spirit earlier who said that you were behind us, please make that cat ball light up. Is there anybody here that used to be riding this train?
You know what, Jay? Maybe it's because it's daylight. Just got into now. Into what? So this line is completely blocked off.
Is this the
There's
train
no
into
trains
the
that
station?
can come in here. So we're not advocating playing around on railway lines. Let me just make that very, very clear. Oh yeah, that's a point, Jay. Into the station. Yeah, is there a train just coming into the station? Is that what you mean? What is this?
That's a signal. It's like a hut that they used to use, the staff used to use. I think that's where the lines would change.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have the line controller in the hut there.
I see.
Change the lines over.
Is there a signal controller around? Was this the signal area?
There maybe as well, look, you can see there, look, changing the lights. It's a lovely place though, isn't it? Lots to see.
It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating.
I've really enjoyed walking around and looking at this place. It's a bit light on the spirit activity though. We've had a few responses on the app there, that Ghost Radar.
And we do need to review the EVPs that we've taken as well.
Possibly might have something on the EVPs.
Shall we have got Ghost Tube SLS actually, so should we just run that and just see if we get any figures just while we're on our way back? Okay, see if perhaps there's anyone standing on the
walk
platform.
back on that platform over there, and then we'll do the SLS over on that platform, because there would be a lot of spirit activity there with people waiting on the platform.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Okay, so we're on the other side now, back on the platform.
We're just going to use
so we're
the
going to
Ghost Tube SLS, aren't we? Honey?
Yeah. This is a figure mapping app. It's supposed to use different like CMOS sensors to map any sort of figure. So if I walk in front of it, we can test if it's working.
Okay, so this is the Ghost Tube SLS app. It maps out any sort of figures. So basically it detects any sort of figures and maps them out on the screen. As you can see, We've got Maz up there, look, it's spotted her.
We've just got science.
Science?
Yeah, on this.
So there we go, we're just going to walk down this platform now to see if we can pick out any ghostly figures in the atmosphere, because the app will actually detect any figures and map them out as like a skeleton. So let's see if we walk down this abandoned platform and see if we get any figures appear on the SLS camera.
Sorry about the adverts on my phone now. Broken.
Broken, yes, a lot of these trains are broken,
Yeah, they are.
That's right.
What's
Yeah.
broken? Can you tell me who you are?
There's a bench coming up here, honey. We might be able to see if
Might
there's
get
any
someone
figures on the
sitting on
bench.
it, yeah. That's really nice to be done. Mary.
Mary?
Tell you are Mary.
Were you a passenger, Mary? Yeah, we've just got Mary on the ghost tube.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Can you?
Combination.
Yeah, the
Combination.
combination of words, maybe.
That's
Oh, was combination of passenger? Did you say were you a passenger or something else?
Yeah. Were you a worker here, Mary, or were you a passenger?
Do you think she means both?
Or were you a combination? Did you work here and ride the train, maybe home, or go on different places? Where did you go to on the train? Are you there with us, Mary?
What can you tell us about yourself?
If you'd like to stand in front of the ghost, in front of this little black box here, we might be able to pick you up on the camera.
We'll be able to see your figure.
We'll be able to see your figure. We appreciate you communicating with us, Mary. See if you can give us any more information about yourself.
We do, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm just going to put one
Did you used to sit on this bench, Mary? Was this somewhere that you might have sat? We're going to place an object here, Mary. It's a little round ball, cat ball. You can make that light up. If you just go near it, push the red button, and we can ask you a couple of questions, and then if you can respond, if you can make it light up, we know that we can understand you. Okay, Mary, we can actually listen for your voice. If you can answer some of the questions for us, we might be able to pick up your voice on this little recorder.
Okay, Mary, can you tell us your second name? Okay, can you tell us what you did here and why you're here now? Can you tell us anything about this place or this bench? Did you used to like to sit here or wait for the train here? This one looks like it's operating quite recently because there's some handstand in the cab.
Oh, is there?
Obviously not today because the gates are across, but is there anything else you'd like to say to us, Mary? So we asked her a while ago where she travelled to on the train, and it's now come up with France.
Yeah, possibly France. Is that where you used to like to go on holiday, Mary?
Did you used to like to travel to France, Mary, on holiday and go on the train to your port?
And go on the train to your port.
What else can you tell us?
so spooky with all the leaves falling down into
Yeah.
on the platform.
Is there anyone on these trains? There was a passenger on this train. Are you still talking to us, Mary?
Let's see if we can see anyone sitting in any of these chairs, in these seats as we walk down.
Look at the state of this.
Alright, shall we do another EVP here to see
I
if we can
think
get
we
any
should, yeah.
responses?
We found the bus section here. As you can see, super old cab
It
there.
looks like a sort of 60s bus, doesn't
It does, yeah.
Very much like on the buses.
Look at the old steering wheel. Is there anyone in this cab that used to drive this bus?
Or any passenger.
Are there any passengers on here? Where were you travelling to?
Where were you travelling to?
Not exactly renovated it, have
I
they?
still remember this
Oh my
upholstery.
God.
That upholstery there is what we
So
used to
do
see.
I, yeah.
I bet they used to use those in the 80s. That was probably the 80s buses that we used to use.
I
They were,
think
they were
so.
probably still in circulation, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
'Cause I remember.
I'd say like 90s,
I was gonna say,
probably.
we used to ride these, didn't we, in
Yeah.
the 90s? This is the same sort of buses in the same interior, like
It
upholstery
is. Yeah,
and everything. Not seen this for, God,
yonks.
over 20 years, isn't it? At least probably like 25, 26 years or something.
What's all this old stuff here?
Absolutely fascinating, though, isn't it? It's just like a time capsule.
Anyone like to say anything to us?
Okay, so it just came up with paint on it, didn't it? Honey?
Yeah, I accidentally left it on in my pocket, the app.
So
and
were
it's
you a
paint.
painter? Did you used to work on painting and maintaining the trains?
I mean, there is some trains here that are a mess, aren't they?
Yeah, they look like they're in need of a good painting
They do.
and restoring.
Oh. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this video. Like I said, not a great deal happened. I was really sad about that, but we did get a couple of EVPs, and one thing that I would like to say is just at the end there where I found the word paint on my phone app, we were standing right outside actually a hangar, which unbeknownst to us at the time was actually a building which housed several buses which were being proudly painted by a man who was in there and showed us around them all. So that was quite a relevant and spooky coincidence there. Anyway, that being said, I hope you've all had a lovely Halloween, and I hope you've really enjoyed this Halloween special video. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give us a like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Happy Halloween, everybody. Bye.